A very good morning to all of you. Let me welcome you all for this English class. Today we are going to see simple, compound and complex sentences, which is nothing but transformation of sentences. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin the video. First, before entering into the topic, we are going to see what is a clause, because clause plays a major role in this transformation of sentences. Okay, first we are going to see what is a clause. What is a clause? Before in the previous classes I have already told you, I have already taught you what is a clause and what are the types of clause we have seen. We are just going to give a glance about what is a clause. What is a clause? It is a group of words with subject-verb combination. It is a group of verb with subject-verb combination. Okay. See, then what is a phrase? We have already seen. What is a phrase? Phrase is also a group of words but without subject-verb combination. See, what is a phrase? Phrase is nothing but a group of words without subject-verb combination. There will not be a verb in that sentence. Okay, can you get an idea? Okay, now coming to the clause. What are the two types of clause that we are going to see? See, independent clause or main clause, and the other is dependent clause or subordinate clause. See, independent clause or main clause, or else we can also call it as principal clause, like that also we can call it as. Okay, then dependent clause or subordinate clause. From the name itself you can get an idea of what is that. Independent and dependent. What is that? Independent clause. Coming to independent clause, it is a group of words with subject verb combination that are meaningful and gives complete sense. Adavadhu, when we see that clause, it gives a complete meaning. Adavadhu, without adding any other words, the sentence gets complete. Okay, that is called independent clause or main clause or principal clause. We can call any of these three names. Okay. Then coming to the next one, dependent clause or subordinate clause. What is dependent clause? From the name itself you can get an idea. What is that? It is a group of words with subject verb combination that are meaningful but does not give complete sense. அதாவது அந்த சென்டென்ஸை மட்டும் எடுத்தோம் அப்படின்னா it doesn't give a complete sense. ஒரு கம்ப்ளீட் ஆன மாதிரி இருக்காது. அது வந்து ஒரு தொங்கிட்டு இருக்க மாதிரியும், or else we have to add any other sentence, or else any other ஒரு clause வந்து we have to add. That is called, it depends on another sentence to get complete. ஒரு complete sense கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னா it depends on another sentence. That is called dependent clause or subordinate clause. Can you get a clear idea of what is a clause and what are the two type of clause and what is a phrase? Phrase is nothing but a group of words without subject verb combination. Okay. Then coming to our topic. First is simple sentences. We have already seen simple, compound and complex. First, coming to the simple sentence. What is a simple sentence? A simple sentence contains subject and verb, which is not அதாவது ஒண்ணுமே இல்ல, it has a subject and it has a verb. சாதாரணமா ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? And it expresses a single complete thought that can stand on its own. அதாவது ஒரு complete அந்த sentence gets complete with that itself. With that subject and verb. ஒரு subject இருக்கும், verb இருக்கும், ஒரு ப்ராப்பராக it gives a meaning. அதாவது ஒரு clause-ஆக இருக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? that gets complete. ஒரு கம்ப்ளீட்டான ஒரு clause-ஆக இருக்கலாம். அதாவது it can be a independent clause-ஆக இருக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? That type of sentences are called simple sentences, which is it can have one or more verbs, but that verbs doesn't have, and the verbs வந்துட்டு தனித்தனி subjects இருக்கக்கூடாது. That is what the main part for simple sentences. Okay, can you all understand what is a simple sentence? Simple sentence can have subject and verb, but it expresses a single complete thought that stand on its own. அதாவது தனி it doesn't want any other verbs, or else in ரெண்டு clauses அந்த மாதிரி இருக்காது. It is a single clause. ஒரே ஒரு clause தான் இருக்கும். It has a single subject and a verb. That is called, okay, it can have two verbs, but that verb is just related only to the that single subject, okay, and the single subject da relate agra madri da that verb should be, okay. That is called simple sentences. Okay, for example, we have seen some simple sentence. This is my friend Ramya. How many verbs are there? Where is verb here? This is a verb in this sentence. Oh, so is a verb in this sentence. Then coming to the next example, in spite of his illness he went to work. In spite of his illness he went to work. So where what is the verb here? Went is the verb here, okay. Can you understand? Went is the verb here, okay. So what is the verb? Went is the verb here. Then coming to the next sentence, next example, to everyone's surprise he passed the exam. எல்லாரும் ஆச்சரியப்படுற மாதிரி he has passed the exam அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. So in this sentence, what is the verb here? Passed is the verb in this sentence. So this has a single subject and single verb. அதுதான் that type of sentence we call it as simple sentence. Can you get a clear idea of what is simple sentence? I hope you all understand what is simple sentence. Then coming to the next one, compound sentence. Compound sentence. See, when the sentence has more than one verb, we can assume that it can be a compound or complex sentence இருக்கலாம் அப்படின்றதை we can get an idea, okay va? Because simple sentence has only one verb, okay. Then coming to the next one, compound sentence. Compound sentence contains two independent clauses which are connected by a coordinating conjunction and a comma. அதாவது two independent clauses. ஒரு compound sentence எப்படி இருக்கணும், how the compound sentence will be அப்படின்னா, it has two independent clauses which are connected by a coordinating conjunction. அதாவது அந்த ரெண்டையும் சேர்க்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு coordinating conjunction வந்துட்டு வச்சு, and it also has a comma அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, okay. That is called compound sentence. So what is it? A compound sentence is equal to independent clause plus coordinating conjunction plus independent clause. அதாவது ரெண்டு independent clause is connected by a coordinating conjunction. That type of sentence we call it as compound sentence. Let's see the example. Example of compound sentence. What is the example? The children went to the zoo but they did not go to the park. The children went to the zoo but they did not go to the park. See, what do we call it as compound sentence? Two independent clauses. What are independent clauses? Independent clauses are nothing but they have subject verb combination that should be complete, that should have complete sense. ஒரு கம்ப்ளீட்டான ஒரு சென்ஸ் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, ஓகேவா. See, look at that here. The children went to the zoo. This is a clause, இல்லையா. And they did not go to the park. This is also a clause that is connected by a coordinating conjunction called but. So how do we understand that this type of sentence is an independent clause அப்படின்றதை எப்படி கண்டுபிடிச்சோம் அப்படின்றது தான் we are going to see, okay. See whether this sentence, the children went to the zoo, gets complete. ஒரு கம்ப்ளீட்டான சென்டென்ஸாக இருக்கா? ஆமாம். Children went to the zoo. Where did the children went? They went to the zoo. That gets complete. ஒரு sentence வந்து complete ஆன மாதிரி இருக்கா? So in this, whether do we have subject and verb? We are going to check. The subject is the children, went is the verb. So this sentence is called independent clause because it has subject and verb combination and also the sentence gets complete அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க, ஓகேவா. Then coming to the next one, they did not go to the park. They did not go to the park. Whether the sentence gets complete? ஆமாம். They அப்படின்றது it is denoting the children or else what is that? The subject, okay. Did not go is the verb. Whether the sentence gives complete sense? Yes, they did not go to the park. It has complete sense. Without adding any other words, the sentence gets complete. So these two are called independent clause. What do we call it as independent clause? Compound sentence? two independent clauses are connected by a coordinating conjunction. So what are coordinating conjunction? எதெல்லாம் coordinating conjunction வரும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. See, look at that. Coordinating conjunctions are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. These words are called coordinating conjunction. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay va? Yet, so. These words are called what? Coordinating conjunction. Can you all get an idea of what is a compound sentence? எப்படி ஒரு compound sentence இருக்கோ அப்படின்றது you all get an idea. Okay, I think so. Okay, then coming to the next one, examples of compound sentences. We have seen one example. Now look at the other examples. What are the other examples? The children went to the zoo. They did not go to the park. That we have seen. Okay, the next one, she did not want to go to the dentist. She did not want to go to the dentist, yet she went anyway. So she did not want to go to the dentist, yet she went anyway. See, look at the first sentence and the last sentence. Look at that. She did not want to go to the dentist. Whether the sentence gets complete? Yes, of course it gets complete, and it has subject verb combination. Then coming to the next one, she went anyway. எங்கேயோ போயிட்டாங்க. Whether the sentence gets complete? Yes, of course the sentence gets complete. So these two sentences are independent clauses which is connected by the word yet. Okay, can you all understand? Then coming to the next example, I really want to go to the party, but I am too tired அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. So I really want to go to the party. The sentence gets complete. But I am too tired. But I am too tired. So I am too tired is also gets complete. So this type of sentences are called compound sentence. So what is called compound sentence? Compound sentence contains two independent clauses which are connected by a coordinating conjunction. Okay. Then let's move on to the next type of sentence called complex sentence. Coming to the next one, complex sentence. When the sentence has more than two verbs, it can be a compound sentence or else a complex sentence. How do we call them as compound sentence? When the two independent clauses are connected by a coordinating conjunction. That type of sentence is called compound sentence. I hope you all understand what is a compound sentence and what is a simple sentence. I think so. Then coming to the next one, complex sentence. Okay, see, what are the characteristics of complex sentence? Look at the characteristics. It contains one independent clause and one or more dependent clause. Look at the first one. It contains one independent clause and one or more dependent clause. Okay, this is the first thing. See, when the sentence has only independent clause, that type of sentence is called compound. When the sentence has one independent clause and one or more dependent clause, that type of sentence is called complex. Now clearly understand what is a independent clause and what is dependent clause. And it has one independent clause. ஒரு complex sentence எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா it has one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. Okay. Then the dependent clause starts with the subordinating conjunction. See, there we use coordinating conjunctions like yet, and, so, or, nor, likewise, but, like these kind of words we have used in that compound sentence. In complex sentence we use subordinating conjunctions like before, after, because, likewise. These words we use it as subordinating conjunction. So see the second point, the dependent clause starts with the subordinating conjunction. அதாவது subordinating conjunction subordinating conjunction வந்ததுக்கு அடுத்து வந்துட்டு it will have dependent clause இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. Then the dependent clause can follow an independent clause, or an independent clause can follow a dependent clause. Dependent கடத்து independent வரலாம், or else independent கடத்து dependent வரலாம். But the dependent should have in front of that, and the dependent clause க்கு முன்னாடி it should have subordinating conjunction. Can you all understand? Let's see the structure of a complex sentence. ஒரு complex sentence எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்ற structure we can see. Okay, look at the one. See how the complex sentence can be. The complex sentence can have an independent clause plus subordinating conjunction plus dependent clause அப்படி இருக்கலாம். Or else it can have subordinating conjunction plus dependent plus independent. Likewise, can you understand? Independent கடத்து dependent வரலாம் and also dependent கடத்து independent clause வரலாம். ஓகேவா? But before the dependent clause it should கண்டிப்பா it should have what is that? Subordinating conjunction கண்டிப்பா இருக்கணும். ஓகேவா? Can you understand? Before dependent clause it should have subordinating conjunction in front of it. Okay? Can you understand? What are the subordinating conjunction that we are going to use in this complex sentence? That is what we are going to see. See, what are the subordinating conjunctions? Although, after, as, before, because, even though, if, since, though, until, unless, while, when, wherever, whenever, whereas. These kind of words we use it as subordinating conjunction. I hope you all understand the structure of complex sentence. Okay va? Okay. See, coming to the next one. Let's see the example of complex sentence. See, look at the example. Tom went to school even though he was unwell. Tom went to school even though he was unwell. Okay. See, Tom went to school. Whether the sentence gets complete, it has subject and verb combination and the sentence gets complete. ஒரு கம்ப்ளீட்டான ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ் ஆயிருக்கா? Tom went to school. Where did he went? He went to school. So the sentence gets complete. So what kind of clause it is? It is an independent clause. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இது எந்த இதுக்கான எக்ஸாம்பிள்? இண்டிபெண்ட் clause. It is followed by a dependent clause. Dependent clauseக்கு முன்னாடி what should come? Subordinating conjunction should come. Okay? Before independent clause, subordinating conjunction should come in front of it. Okay va? Okay. See, even though is a subordinating conjunction. He was unwell. Even though he was unwell. See, look at this. This is a clause. This is an independent clause. Even though he was unwell. Even though he was unwell. This is a dependent clause. Even though he was unwell. அவன் unwell இருந்தாலும் அப்போ the sentence is not complete. So what kind of clause it is? It is a dependent clause. Can you understand? See, when the sentence is separated by a comma, then only it becomes two clauses. இங்கே sentence வந்துட்டு separate பண்ணியிருக்காங்களா? இல்லை. The Tom went to school. That is one sentence. ஏன்னா it has subject, verb and object. எங்கே போயிருக்காங்க? ஸ்கூலுக்கு போயிருக்காங்க. The sentence gets complete. So that is an independent clause. It is followed by even though he was unwell. Unwell இருந்தாலும் அப்போ the sentence is not completed. So what kind of clause it is? It is an dependent clause. Can you all understand what is how the complex sentence is formed? That we have seen. Okay? Or இப்படி இருக்கலாம் அப்படின்னா dependence is followed by an independent clause. That first we have seen independent followed by dependent. The next one is dependent followed by an independent clause. Okay? Before dependent, what should come? Subordinating conjunction should come. So before dependent, what have come? Subordinating conjunction have come. So when Priya was younger, she had made many dolls. So when Priya was younger, whether the sentence gets complete? No. So what kind of clause it is? It is a dependent clause. She had many dolls. So we call it as an dependent clause. This whole as a dependent clause. And she had many dolls. So she had many dolls. Whether the sentence gets complete? Of course it gets complete. And this type of clause is called independent clause. Can you all understand what I have told you? Okay. Then coming to the next one. Let's see the three type of sentences. Okay. See, look at these sentences. See, look at the sentences. He was late because of heavy traffic. He was late because of heavy traffic. Then coming to the next sentence, the traffic was heavy and so he was late. The traffic was heavy and so he was late. He was late because the traffic was heavy. See, can you understand? He was late because of heavy traffic. The traffic was heavy and so he was late. He was late because the traffic was heavy. See, coming to the first sentence. இந்த 3 சென்டென்ஸும் என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்க? அதோட மீனிங் என்ன? வாட் இஸ் இந்த 3 சென்டென்ஸ்க்கான காமன் மீனிங் என்னம்மா? டிராஃபிக் ஹெவியாக இருந்ததுனால லேட்டாக வந்தேன். இந்த சென்டென்ஸு தான் 3 விதமாக எழுதியிருக்காங்க. தட் இஸ் தட் சிம்பிள், காம்பவுண்ட் அண்ட் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ். We are just going to see how the simple sentence is written and how the complex is written and compound is written. That is what we are going to see. How it differs, என்ன differ ஆகுது, அந்த ஸ்ட்ரக்சரில் என்ன differ ஆகுது, that is what we are going to see. Okay, see, look at the first sentence. He was late because of heavy traffic. In this sentence, how do you identify whether this sentence is simple? எப்படி இந்த sentence வந்து simple அப்படின்றத how can you identify? See, he was late அப்படின்றது, he was late. How many verbs are he was late because of heavy traffic? How many verbs are there in this sentence? He was late. So was is the only verb present in this sentence. So here it has only one verb and one subject. So and the sentence gets complete. There is no clause. Only one clause is present in this sentence. Okay. Here this is a phrase because of heavy traffic. This is a phrase. Do we have any verb in this sentence? No. We doesn't have a subject verb combination இல்லாத ஒரு இது இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா that is called phrase. Okay. Okay. Because of heavy traffic. So that is called and the heavy traffic அப்படின்றது phrase. The because of heavy traffic அப்படின்றது phrase. Okay, can you understand? Because it has a group of words without subject verb combination. That is called what? Phrase. Okay, so this type of sentence is called simple sentence. Okay. Okay, then coming to the next sentence, the traffic was heavy and so he was late. The traffic was heavy and so he was late. See, look at this. What type of sentence it is? Whether அது வந்து நான் கொடுத்துருக்கிறது காம்பவுண்ட் அப்படின்னு கொடுத்துருக்கேன். Whether it is compound or complex. Find out whether it is a compound or complex. See, அது simple இல்லை அப்படின்றத எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது? It has 2 verbs. Look at this. It has 2 verbs. The traffic was heavy. He was late. Okay, see, so it has 2 verbs which are different subjects, which has different subject. Traffic heavy அப்படின்றதுக்கு தான் இந்த verb and he was late அந்த heக்கு தான் இந்த verb. So it has 2 different subjects and 2 different verbs. அப்போ கண்டிப்பாக அந்த இடத்துல என்ன வந்திருக்கணும்? 2 clauses இருக்கு அப்படின்றத உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். ஓகேவா? So how many clauses are present in this sentence? When we have 2 subjects and 2 verbs, it has 2 clauses. Okay va? See, the traffic was heavy. Whether the sentence gets complete? Kandipa complete ஆயிருக்கு. The traffic was heavy. So what kind of clause it is? Independent clause or main clause. Okay, main clause அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். Okay va? Then coming to the next one, and so அப்படின்றது it is a conjunction. He was late. He was late. Whether the sentence gets complete? Of course. அவன் லேட்டாக வந்திருக்கான், அவ்வளோதான். ஏதாச்சும் do we need to add any other words or else any other sentence to get அந்த sentence வந்து ஒரு complete sense கொடுக்கணும்னா do we want to add anything? No. So he was late அப்படின்றது what is that? He was late அப்படின்றது it is another independent clause which is also called main clause. So 2 independent clauses இருந்துச்சு. When it is connected by an coordinating conjunction, what type of clause it is? What type of sentence it is? It is an compound sentence. Can you all understand what is how the compound sentence is formed? See, அந்த sentence ஓட meaning same தான். See, when we are converting it when we are converting simple sentence to compound sentence, the structure வந்துட்டு மாறலாமே தவிர the meaning should not change. எல்லாத்துலேயுமே heavy trafficனால லேட்டாக வந்திருக்காங்க. That same meaning should continue, but the structure can change according to the type of sentence. Okay. Then coming to the third type of sentence, complex sentence. He was late because the traffic was heavy. See, look at the conjunction what they have used. From the conjunction itself you can say whether the sentence is complex or compound. You can just you can get an idea of what type of sentence it is அப்படின்றத you can get an idea. Because அப்படின்றது what type of conjunction it is a subordinating conjunction. Okay, see, he was late அப்படின்றது என்ன type of what, whether whether it gets complete. Yeah, of course it gets complete. So what kind of clause it is a main clause. Okay, then coming to the next one, because the traffic was heavy. Because the traffic was heavy, heavyயா இருந்ததனால, அப்போ whether the sentence gets complete? No. So what type of clause it is a dependent clause or subordinate clause. Okay, subordinate clause. Okay, this because is called subordinating conjunction. Okay, can you all understand what are the, how the three type of sentences are differed? What is the structure of sentence or structure of simple, compound, complex sentence எப்படி இருக்கணும், that we have seen in this video. Okay, I think you all understand what is a simple, compound and complex sentence we have seen, and what is a clause, and what are the two different types of clause that we have seen in this sentence. I hope you all understand what is transformation of sentence. I think so. We'll see the rest of the exercise in the next video. Okay, thank you students.